Man, I am so glad that SmugAlana makes more original content now because now I have an excuse to how do I say this? To react to my inspiration, chat. I love SmugAlana. She's Russian. I don't know why that was what I said. Sorry, I couldn't think of anything to say that wasn't unhinged. Normally, I would say unhinged thing because you know me, I gotcha content creator. We say unhinged things, but I show respect to the Oshi. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, anyways, this is why men are giving up and approaching women. Why would we? Why? What do you mean why? Because there's anime women. Chat, you can't get. Oh, let's see who's coming out. You can't get castress in Honkai Star Rail if you approach women. Do you think Varissa is gonna come home from Genshin Impact if you approach women? I'm just saying, Cantarella, Chacona, and Cardothea is all the women that I need. They treat me pretty well. I've always loved this intro. Papaya, papaya.
Let's read the original. What does it say? A sizable minority of men are not approaching women at all. In the entire data set, 29% of men said they never approached a woman in person before.
I haven't actually. Okay, so I don't go out anymore. When I do go out, it's for work. And I don't really approach women at work. Like, Chad, does anyone else do that? I know there are people, especially at my job, they're like, oh yeah, me and my girlfriend or boyfriend or my partner or whatever, we work in the same company together. And I'm like, man, I would not want that because it's like if you have to break up with each other, they're not exactly going to separate you. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather just, I'm the one in the long haul at that job. I'm not going to mess that up for anyone. So outside of that, have I approached women? Not really. Mostly I just, talk to VTuber women that are like my friends. Those are my friends. Not that kind of way. Like actually like legitimate like conversations and stuff like that. Those are my conversations with people is like other VTubers that I've made friends with because, people make me become friends.
That's a lot. It's 1/3. 27% said it had been more than a year. This was larger for men in the age of 18 to 25. 45% had never approached a woman in person?
It's overrated.
Holy shit.
No, it's not overrated. I'm just kidding. I love women.
This is again consistent with the hypothesis of a generational risk aversion trend in Zoomers. 17% had not approached a woman in
I hate Zoomers. Anyway,
more
sorry.
than 1 year. Never and more than a year are discrete groups. This means that about half of all single men in my data set are effectively not approaching women for dates in person.
Oh.
Well, yeah, why would you approach a woman in person when you just go launch up Valorant to get yourself a Discord kitten if you're...
Okay. I was consistently playing Valorant. And I was not playing it because I thought I had a future in that game. I was playing it because I knew it was, I believe the majority of people who play Valorant are women. So it's like you have a good chance of talking to a woman probably like every game, if not at least once a session. But, my time has been consumed with other stuff, so it's like I haven't gone back. And I deleted Vanguard because it just kept messing with all my other games. But yeah, here's the thing, right? Tell me where you would rather try to find someone, right? On a game where you know for a fact that person plays video games because they are playing a video game with you at this very moment. Or trying to get in touch with someone IRL who you have no idea whether they have that same interest. I'm just saying you have a better shot at talking to someone through a video game. Go ahead, sorry.
You're half decent at the game. Yeah.
I was
don't
never
know.
half decent.
I feel
I
like
sucked.
I wouldn't. I have 3 nephews under the age of 25. 2 with homes, 1 in college. 2 with homes!
Damn.
This guy's a millionaire.
What the hell?
1 in college and none of them really date. They all say women aren't worth the problems they bring with.
I guess it depends, right?
I don't agree, but also I didn't grow up watching one woman in my extended family destroy my uncle.
Wait, what? I don't agree, but I also didn't... Oh, okay.
I can't really go into details. Much of what happened to my younger brother because it was national news at one point. Holy shit!
What
did she do,
happened, bro?
What did she do? But it was just about the worst thing that could have happened to a husband and a father. What'd she kill the kids? Like what?
I don't know. That's the weird part because he said national news. Like if it's local news, that's kind of not that big of a deal. Like they'll put anything on the news at this point, but national news, what the hell?
To all the women trying to blame men, this is your pop culture right now, and this is what you are promoting to preteen girls, and you will defend it to the death, without ever thinking of the consequences. Okay, hold on. I'm pretty sure we've had...
Who the hell is Sabrina Carpenter? I'm not kidding. Who the hell is that? I have never heard of that woman, ever.
Women being sexy since like 2000.
Yeah.
It's just ramped out. Oh, not ramped out. Ramped up. Met a girl who was my type this weekend, found out she had a kid and divorced under 30. Holy shit.
Damn.
What? Divorce under 30 is strong.
Did they say divorced with a kid under 30? She sped ran that family, bro. That is wild. Maybe she doesn't see sex as something disgusting. Maybe girls are allowed to see sex as something intimate. Or dare I say fun and expressive. No, you're not allowed to do that because I said so. You cannot do that. You need to have my permission to do it, and I say no.
I was surprised that I immediately lost interest. It is real. I believe you, Chatter. You know what? I can't verify if this is real or not, but I believe you, Chatter. I very much do believe it. I think that this has become a problem of outdoing each other in pop culture.
I could see that, yeah.
We've always had a very sexualized pop culture in America for music videos and stuff. You can't say that this didn't happen in like the 2000s because it absolutely...
Dude. As someone who was raised by hip-hop, who I would always, on the day I woke up, I would wake up since I was a kid, I would wake up, turn on BET or turn on MTV. Chat, you probably don't even know what that is at this point. And turn on whatever music video, rap video was on, and man, you get some interesting videos, that's for sure. And I don't know if they've gotten any worse or any better. I don't really listen to that much modern hip hop anymore. I got to assume it's probably kept that, trend going. I don't know if it's gone up or down. I guess it really depends on the song, right? There's just so many forms of hip hop at this point, or rap in general, that you can't really pin it down to one you could probably pin it down to one subsection or a few of hip hop. So it's like, there's a lot. There's definitely a lot.
There were rappers with like women dancing around in their underwear before.
Oh yeah.
However, I think it's genuinely ramped up so high.
Has it?
That it's become a competition of who's like gonna do the more sexy thing.
I guess I don't know because I don't listen to modern, like I said, I don't listen to hip hop anymore. All I've listened to recently has been like game music and like anime openings. Believe it or not, they're not really that sexual.
It's like anything for views, but like streaming. Like streaming for anything for views is a thing too, but
yeah,
wet ass pussy, like all those fucking videos.
Oh god, I can only imagine the video.
Sex
I just
sells,
wonder
but who's buying a lot. Like,
sex,
what do you mean? And we talk about this like once a week, but basically
I don't think
multiple things can be true.
I think that's a reference, right? I don't think she got that. Or is it sex cells or peace cells? It's one of the two. That was a reference I think she messed.
People are becoming more perpetually online. A lot of couples are meeting online, so not approaching women in person sounds a lot worse than it actually is. But at the same time, culture as a whole has been teaching women they're queens and that men are worthless and then they need to be worshipped.
True.
And then stats like this get reported and it makes people not even want to try.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? Like, chat. Like I said, the same thing with Valorant. The same thing applies to anything else. Like, why would you try to take the risk? And this is like me playing devil's advocate. Why would you take the risk of going out and talking to a woman that you don't even know what she likes? You don't know anything about her, right? You got to shoot that shot and everything has to align. Everything has to be in place. I'm just saying people meeting online is not as bad. Or I shouldn't say it's not as bad, but I feel like that kind of gives you a better chance. It kind of makes the odds more in your favor if it's like, say you go into like a Discord where it's like, I don't know, do they have dating Discords? I assume so, right? Like dating Discords with like gamers or something. If they have that, you know for a fact that person plays video games. If you meet someone in a random Valorant lobby, or you know, what is it called? God, what's that game? Marvel Rivals. God, I cannot wait for Emma Storm. What is her name? Emma Storm? I forgot her name. She has the thickest thighs. Anyway, sorry. Imagine meeting a person in that game. You talk, you hit it off, chat. You know that you have something in common with that person. That's all I'm saying. The odds are better in your favor.
Yeah. Who's buying? Everyone since the early 2000s? Yeah, absolutely. Like, Britney was like a pop star, and she was like, what, 17 or 16? People already started sexualizing her. And Miley Cyrus, too. She went off the walls after the Hannah Montana thing.
Yeah, I remember that. That was wild.
Women are literally the biggest consumers, so obviously corporates would target and pander to them. That's actually a really good point. Yeah, you're right. Overall, women are the consumers.
Mm.
Women are not as materialistic and superficial as women are, even back, like, all the way back to, like, the 50s and 60s. They were the ones buying household appliances. They were the ones buying magazines. You think men were buying that shit?
Right, because you probably just weren't there. Like, the men were probably out working, like, I don't even know how long.
They would give their honey bunny money to spend on a new fridge or I don't know, a new television set because they need to sit at home after they do all their chores, you know?
True.
Yeah, women are like the most of the economy. Yeah, absolutely.
I could see that,
oh,
yeah.
Honey, I need to buy a new fridge. Okay. Shut the fuck up. Go suck my pee-pee and then I'll go to work.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, she's not wrong, but oh my goodness, relax. Settle down.
70% of all consumer spending is women. I kind of want to look up the statistic. What is the
it's probably something like huge.
What is it called?
Like a big gap.
What is the gender consumer spending split? Male versus female shopping statistic 2024. Male versus female spending.
Is it like
women drive the bulk of purchases and account for up to 80% of spending?
And there it is. And there it is. Because it makes sense when you think about it. It's like guys have to go out and work and they're not like home shopping and stuff like that. If you're in that kind of household, I should say that, by the way. I don't like, you know, I want to make that perfectly clear that if you are in that type of household where your partner will stay home, she will probably do the most of the shopping, right? Because you're out there grinding it out, and it's like someone's got to do it. It's probably not you.
What? Holy shit! That's crazy.
80 is wild, though.
On average, men spend $3,400 daily, monthly, while women spend $3,200. But they spend most of it on consumer spending and not rent.
Okay. Yeah, someone pays the rent. One pays the rent. The other one buys the utilities and stuff like that, like what you need around the house.
Care products, healthcare, housing, and transportation. Well, men spend more on new vehicles, tobacco, and alcohol.
Wait,
that makes sense.
What? Hear that again?
On new vehicles, tobacco, and alcohol. Personal care products, healthcare. Women tend to spend more on personal care products, healthcare, housing, and transportation. Well, men spend more on new vehicles, tobacco, and alcohol.
Boys, the essentials, am I right? Oh my gosh, man. That's all we need. Chat, that alcohol, tobacco, and a new car. Tell me that's not all you need in life. Go ahead.
That makes sense.
Funny.
And VTubers. Don't forget
Yeah,
VTubers.
let's go. All my money goes to VTubers. Chat, I'm gonna spend all my money on the SmugAlana drop. Woo! Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah!
Woo, let's go.
The other problem,
I can't wait to spend my money on SmugAlana.
Karens are perpetuating the thought process that they deserve everything. I don't believe that a lot of these women are born stupid and spoiled and think they deserve the world. Social media is giving a voice to retarded troglodytes.
I mean, I believe that as well, because you pretty much are born with a clean slate. Like, no one learns any of this stuff. Like, you're not inherently born with any of this stuff outside of like instinctual stuff. A lot of this stuff is learned. So like, women are probably like taught to be this way and men are taught to be that way, and that's how we kind of make the disparity between them.
That just spew the most ridiculous propaganda, and it makes literally everything worse.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there were people back in, like, the 2000s that would be like, I don't need no man. I hate men. Like,
God, I hate
men. Thing, obviously. But now that there's a voice,
no
and
man, am I right, fella?
With a lot of people that are like-minded, and you go,
I
yes,
hate
queen.
Women.
I'm so glad that someone else is experiencing this. And then people start to think that this is a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to it being a crazy minority. And it perpetuates the gender culture war as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they think it's real and normal. Because obviously, like, psychologically speaking, if you consume the same thing over and over, and you only want to listen to your echo chamber, it totally makes sense that people would start believing that it's real. That's how propaganda works.
True.
You listen to it enough times, you'll believe it.
Makes sense to me. That picture is
wild.
wild.
Objectification and sexualization. You're the worst abusers of yourselves. Men aren't the ones buying your music and cheering her on and acting out sex scenes in front of kids. It's women. How does it feel to be the monster now? I think a lot of people just forget that this used to happen as well in the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, I think it's just more of a pendulum swing, probably. Like, I'm trying to think of who does this on stage now for, like, rappers and male, entertainers and stuff like that. I'm mostly using rap as as an example because that's what I listen to. That's what I grew up with. That's, like, me. I am hip-hop. So it's like, I'm trying to think of anyone who does it now. Like, when they made the shift to more, like, emotional, like, sad boy hip-hop, it was, I don't know how much of those people really made that kind of music. And now I don't know where it's gone. I think it's probably gone more towards trap. And I don't know. It's hard to think of who, because I don't know anyone, chat. That's the thing. I don't know anybody. Like, I can tell you more about anime openings than hip hop at this point.
In the late 2000s. Or 2010s, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I'm being subjective. I don't think this is like, oh, this is just like happening just now.
Oh my goodness.
Happening. It happened before.
Chat, I can't believe it. It's happening now. You heard it here first from SmugAlana.
As of 2024, over 70% of Twitch visitors were male, with women accounting for 27%. While it seems we know what men are spending money on. That's not true. Correlation doesn't equal causation.
I know what those words mean.
Men also have more assets in general. Subjective or objective? I don't know what I was saying. I forgot. I got that ADHD. I forgot where I was going. It's way more overt nowadays. Well, that's why I made a joke and said, like, men spend a lot of money on VTubers, alcohol, and tobacco.
I do spend a lot on VTubers, that's true. Actually, I do spend a lot of money on anime women, but it's gacha games. It's not the same thing. It's like... it's like VTubers if you can own the women.
How do we fix men?
Oh, no. Gacha games, probably.
Man, my first thought was so fucked up.
Oh, no. Oh no.
My first.
We fix men. If gotcha games have taught me anything, we fix men with big-breasted motherly figures. Tell me Cantarella. Go play the new Wuthering Waves with Cantarella. Tell me it doesn't fix your life, chat. I'm just saying. Go get Rena in Zenless Zone Zero. Tell me if your day isn't a little brighter. I'm just saying.
Sentence in my head.
Oh God, what is she gonna say? Oh no. 07 to this video. I love her laugh, bro. She's so wild. Oh, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Here it comes. Here it comes. Don't do it today. Don't. I'm here too. Don't make it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Wow. No, I'm fucking Googling. Oh my God. Hold on. Type it in chat. That's not gonna help.
Yeah, probably not. No. Type it then. Say it. No balls. No balls.
Chat. Shondo said that men should beat their wives. Maybe she's right. You know?
Oh my God.
I don't think it's. You know, like we're joking and haha, but like.
Oh no.
Put women in their place, you know?
I don't know how to respond to that. I'm trying not to have a long pause in this, but like, man, that's an interesting one. Oh boy.
Spanking or closed fist? Wow, my chair is fucking going off.
Wait a minute, brother.
Spanking or closed fist? Spanking would be a fetish thing.
That's true.
But anyway, what was I trying to think of? Oh, my second thought is like women are like hens. They're very group oriented.
Okay.
And they have their group chats and whatnot. And the problem is that influencer culture has infected it hasn't affected enough minds that this thought process of deserving the world has spread way easier than it should.
I'm a thought.
Like, think about it. If a woman has a problem with a relationship or getting into a relationship, where are they going first? Probably has a group chat or like their Discord circle. I don't fucking know. I don't have any female friends or friends, period.
Same.
I'm a freak. So take this with a grain of salt.
She's weird,
but
chat.
Like, I worked a 9 to 5, so I know like how normal people function. So like, what are the odds someone in their social circle listens to some garbage influencer? Probably decently high.
That's very true, because you gotta imagine just how many. Because chat, think of it this way: a lot of these influencers, by the time you get to the point of you being an influencer, you're probably getting like millions of views, bro. Imagine how many people you can spew some, I don't want to say propaganda, that doesn't sound like the right word. Some like, I don't even know, some bullshit. That's probably the best way I could say it. Some like bullshit that someone is like above another person, or this person deserves this, or this person needs that. You need your man to spend this much on your wedding and blah, 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 blah. You know, it was like that shoe video where the girl's like, oh, my girlfriend said I deserve better. Well, where do they get that kind of information? No one's really born with an information like that. They probably got it from somewhere. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It all has to come from somewhere. And those influencers don't care. Why? Because they get money from these people. You know, they get the millions of views to just say whatever. And it's like, why would you not keep saying stuff like that? You already have people listening to you, right? That's all I'm saying.
Like, the cultural influence is absolutely there. That's why I was thinking back to the obesity influencer thing and people dying out. It is still a main culture problem. Yeah. A group chat of single female friends giving relationship advice. Well, remember
That's
what we
me.
also said about single
I
women putting
give
each
relationship
other down
advice while I'm alone.
and like talking each other up and saying like.
To be fair, I give actual advice. I'm not gonna like tell my friends, yeah, you should go and cheat on her. No, I'm not gonna do that.
No, man,
give like
you
actual
shouldn't
advice, like,
change,
hey,
and then,
you know, treat her right.
and then they get into relationships and they don't change and they lose the man and that keeps them single. It's like, yeah, the crab bucket. Thank you.
The crab bucket
333,
mentality, yeah. Crabs
you.
in a bucket mentality.
I have a friend that vents about boy problems and have their convo on view, but I don't want to hear it constantly. Is that a female friend? Are you a male? That should be presumptuous. I'm just asking. That makes sense though. Like, it does. When I had a normie job, there were always girls bitching about their husbands or their boyfriends and shit. Like, that's part of the being a girl. I'm just saying. I don't hate it. It's kind of just how females function.
Yeah, because I have a normie job as well. I currently have a normie job. I don't hear nothing about anything like that because I work in an industry where it's mostly men. And I have nothing but guys around me. So, luckily, I've found a few that talk about video games, so I can actually talk about things with them where I can actually know the subject. Because it's like when it comes to normie stuff, I don't know anything that they talk about. But yeah, no, we don't. Nobody really talks about women there. It's like maybe we'll talk about a new hire who's like, yeah, that girl's kind of hot, and that's kind of it. Then we just focus on work, get the hell out of there, and go home.
But
go home and watch my new VTuber VOD.
Culture behind like, oh my god, he doesn't treat you right. You should like dump him the second he does something wrong, instead of being like, oh, you should talk it out or something. Express yourself. You should tell him that like you feel this way.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But seriously, chat. Like, jokes aside about like beating wives and stuff. The real answer is for men to stop listening to Karens that hate them. That's how you solve men's issues. In every walk of life, the HR Karen at your job, the social media Karen on Twitter, the marketing Karen for a product or a business you like, the PR Karen for your favorite game company, the Karen that works for...
Shout out to Western Gaming. Shout out to Western Games.
The UN that thinks Helldivers is for fascists. Stop.
Dude, I can't wait to talk about video games. I don't really get to talk about Western video games because I'm too busy being happy with my Eastern Chinese games that have big boobed women. But man, I can't wait to talk about games like that.
Giving Karen's attention, stop listening to Karens, and you will have the power.
And we have Karens, by the way. Let me be perfectly clear. We have Karens. There are people who will legit come into the gacha space or in an anime space. You guys might relate more to the anime space than the gacha space, but we have people who would come in here. These games are designed, by the way, by design. These are fan service games where you sexualize these characters. You like these characters, you fall for these characters. And this includes Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, Wuthering Waves, Nikkei, Azure Lane, Blue Archive. I'm trying to think of more. Girls Frontline 2, Brown Dust 2, Snowbreak and Damon Zone, Love and Deep Dick if you're a woman. In all of these games, and they'll still be like, I can't believe you would sexualize that character. Why would you do that? It's like, brother, that's what these games are for. You know what I'm saying? And you know why they do that? Because they do that. Or I'm sorry, you know why they make a lot of money? You know why those are the big four of gacha? The first of the four that I said, because they do that. And they market it towards you, and they make you get attached to those games. But we also have Karens who come in and be like, oh, why would you do that? It's kind of funny.
Basically vote in dating again. Stop, like, fucking these Karens and giving them attention. I don't even know any Karens and things still suck, so I know, but I'm just saying, like, overall,
I think she's right. She's right. I think she's right. Honestly.
Yeah, get some damn confidence. Get some freaking self-respect.
Hell yeah.
If you don't, like,
Boys, gamers. I'm going to say gamers so we talk to everybody. Let's get some confidence out there. Let's not let people walk all over us. You know, you got to you know what you're worth. Not you over there in the corner who's acting like he's not worth anything. You're worth a lot more than you think. We're all worth something. Let's act like it. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard so many people in chat.
Confidence,
like,
boys. Confidence.
Saying, things like, Oh, well, I have this bitch of a girlfriend, but I still deal with her because, like, I can't really get any pussy. It's like, no, bro, you can get better pussy.
True. Don't settle.
You absolutely can. You shouldn't deal with some dumb piece of shit. And same for women.
Spend your money on...
You shouldn't be with a man that, like, beats you and tells you you're an ugly fat whore.
Say, hey, ladies, same thing. Same thing applies. You ladies are beautiful. You deserve better than the guy who's a deadbeat, who's, you know, I was going to say living with his mom, but no, at this economy, please live with your parents as long as you can. Your mom's going to miss you anyways. Stay at home. It's probably a lot better. But, you know, to the guy who isn't trying to make something of himself, that's the most important thing, is trying to make something of yourself. Boys, if you guys are trying to make something of yourself, that's all. That's the most important thing. Always give it a shot. Give it a try. You know, always try. At the very least, never give up.
I'm just saying, it goes both
like John Cena used to say, fuck them kids. Anyways.
ways. If she's treating you like shit,
so
you need to leave. You will find someone better. I'm giving you the female coach approach that you probably don't get. You shouldn't be like, oh,
wow, I love SmugAlana. Please say more words to me. She's so pretty. Sorry, go ahead.
You know, I'm like, you know, I'm stuck. I've been with her for 8 months, and like, I don't think I can get better. It's like, yes, you can! You can get better!
Oh my goodness.
I don't think chat gets pussy, Alana. I'm sure they do. I'm sure some people
Alana
do.
life coach. Someone said Alana life coach.
You can get better!
Get better now.
Know your worth! Just do it!
Where's the SmugAlana coaching? I'll buy it.
Bearded, I love my wife. Based. Your name is Bearded One. Oh, it's strong. Girl, I wish. Chat, I believe in you. I believe in you.
Chat, she believes in me.
I do. Alana should sell a relationship advice course. I don't want to sell shit like that. That's dumb. That's a scam.
Probably that too, yeah.
I'm just reiterating what other people say anyway. Why would I sell that? That's dumb.
True. Sorry, I like watching that ending part. That part's probably my favorite part of our videos. Anyways, chat, gamers, everybody, get some confidence. At the end of the day, that's all that really matters. Let's get out there. Let's try to improve some things. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, chat, I hope you guys like this video. Comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me if you guys have any other videos you want me to react. I see something right there that I'm about to react to. You see that Freakazoid video, chat? I see it. I'm going to react to that. Stay tuned, subscribe, and I will catch you gamers in the next one. Bye.